My content is for 13 and up or adult collectors of the product. Alrighty, this is going to be testings for greatest Raphael. Even though I've done some in the past, this in specific is actually going to be DB and standard. Just thought to give some commentary for some of the sections. So both the combos in this one were overbearing dash versus overbearing dash. And generally, the thing with Raphael that kind of is unfortunate is that resistance, one of them for sure. Even with the metal burst stopper on the thing, with how it's supposed to work, because I believe it's like late activation on the thing, because the thing is there, but obviously late in the match it does get activated. Either way, it's not really too ideal, and it's not like you need a strong shoot. It's more just at the start, the stopper's like inside, and then after it comes more out. But like either way, that resistance is kind of annoying, but hopefully you don't run into issues like that. Also, the teeth don't really help on normal drivers, but still, I mean, the teeth aren't bad, they're just average, but it can get clapped. And either way, it's losing its aim spin, so. Next up in a DB stadium, this will be Vanish Longinus overbearing dash 9 against the Raphael. So in the DB stadium, honestly, DB and standard for opposite, and same I guess also, pretty much get more or less the same. Raphael, you can see here, it's keeping a lot of its balance, so the thing is, Raphael, I think, works very nice, actually, I would say, very nice in a DB stadium. Just because it's holding enough of its balance to where it just dominates hard like that. I think a little bit less than standard, I think, but aside from that, if it gets the results right, then that's really the goal for this. Now for this section here, this was to see actually guilty on NXS high extent plus dash. Just to really see if you can get that attack mode to kind of work. And, well, I guess technically you probably could. I mean, I guess that's better than just self-KOing in standard with attack mode. There's no point to using the attack mode in either stadium, to be clear. So now this section was a pretty important section, I would say. This was just really high extent plus dash versus bearing dash. Longinus had the bearing dash, Dynamite had the high extent plus dash, and bearing is honestly kind of clapped in the DB Stadium. Because there is a deeper dish, you are more prone to destabilizing, which is not a good thing because ideally you want to be stable and you try to get the... I'm sure maybe there are some cases where maybe a bearing could win, but not in this case. Not in this case at all. So something like high extend plus dash I think is very favorable to use over maybe something like bearing, generally. But obviously it's very dependent, so you can enjoy the back and forth, because eventually also you'll probably see same spin testing with it. So, yeah. So now on the standard stadium for same spin testing for high extend plus dash versus bearing dash, I want to say generally, if your high extend plus dash doesn't self-KO when you do a hard shoot, and balance tune, whatever, you should be OSing the bearing dash, which we have seen before in the previous testing that I've done. If a bearing dash wins, it's just a really good bearing or you didn't do it right, but usually in that matchup for this kind of stuff, it should just win. Now, when we get to opposite spin stuff, this is where it's going to get very specific, because with opposite spin, what basically happens is that it's a lot closer than I would say a lot of people think. So probably a bearing dash could clap a high extent plus dash, I would say. Opposite spin, it's a little bit more scary. You should be drawing, but if you're not, then yeah, you'll probably get. And to be honest, same and opposite, you could get clapped. It's very dependent on what your bearing copy is, but you'll see in a moment after I'm doing stamina mode, which I've been only doing stamina mode because that's the only mode you should be using. There is defense mode, which defense mode does slightly. Oh, focus on that camera. Does slightly better. So now in this section here, I think this is almost when we get to the Raphael one. I think, yeah, this is the NX plus S Mobius. So for this one, this is a pretty neat one, but there's a few factors. How many stars on the Nexus, which usually I try to make sure my disc has the max amount of stars whenever I use them. And also, it's a slightly worn Mobius, but still tournament legal. So you should be drawing, really. It's either you should be drawing or you should be OSing, but a lot of these get really close, but it is a combo that I like, and you'll probably see after the bearing dash thing, and at the end we'll have our conclusion. So at the end of these sessions, in the DB Stadium, same spin, it's clapped for both. Opposite spin, it does, I think, a teensy bit better in the DB Stadium than the standard Stadium. And yeah, I think these were the results for Raphael. These are the full testings. I've decided to put slight commentary throughout the thing. If you would like to see sort of just more of a analysis, just more of a summary thing, then that's the Beynalysis video. This is just for the testing channel for the full session. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and that'll be it for now.